Have you ever noticed that some of the most toxic people also seem incredibly confident? They speak with certainty. They dominate conversations. They rarely appear to doubt themselves. Meanwhile, thoughtful and self-aware people often question their own decisions. Why does it sometimes feel like the least considerate people are also the most confident? The answer lies in a fascinating psychological pattern. Part 1. The illusion of confidence. The first thing to understand is that what looks like confidence isn't always true confidence. Real confidence usually comes from self-awareness, experience, and emotional stability. But toxic confidence is often something very different. It's closer to certainty without self-reflection. People who lack empathy or deep self-examination often feel less internal conflict about their behavior. Because they rarely question themselves, they can appear extremely sure of everything they say. Ironically, the absence of self-doubt can sometimes look like strength. Part 2. The Dunning-Kruger effect. One psychological concept that helps explain this phenomenon is the Dunning-Kruger effect. This cognitive bias suggests that people with lower ability or insight in a particular area are often less aware of their own limitations. Because they lack the knowledge to recognize their mistakes, they tend to overestimate their competence. Meanwhile, more knowledgeable people are often aware of the complexity of situations. They recognize how much they don't know. This awareness naturally creates humility and caution. So while thoughtful individuals may appear hesitant, less self-aware individuals can appear extremely confident. Part 3. Toxic confidence as a defense mechanism. In some cases, exaggerated confidence is actually a psychological defense. Many toxic personalities rely on dominance, control, or intimidation to protect their self-image. By projecting confidence, they reduce the chance that others will challenge them. It becomes a form of emotional armor. If someone acts completely certain, people are less likely to question them. This strategy can be very effective in social situations, workplaces, and relationships. Confidence, even when artificial, often influences how others perceive authority. Part 4. Manipulation and social influence. Another reason toxic individuals may appear confident is because they understand the power of perception. Confidence can influence people. Studies in psychology show that individuals who speak assertively and confidently are often perceived as more competent, even when their ideas are not better. Toxic personalities may instinctively or intentionally use this to their advantage. They speak loudly, interrupt others, and present opinions as facts. This behavior can make them appear powerful, even when their arguments lack substance. In many environments, perception can matter more than reality. Part 5. Low empathy and reduced self-reflection. Toxic individuals often display lower levels of empathy and self-reflection. Self-reflection requires examining our own behavior and asking difficult questions. Am I wrong? Did I hurt someone? Could I have handled this better? These questions create emotional complexity. People who rarely ask themselves these questions experience fewer internal conflicts. Without those inner debates, their thinking can appear very straightforward and decisive. But that simplicity can sometimes come from a lack of deeper emotional awareness. So why do toxic people sometimes appear more confident than others? Often it's because real confidence and perceived confidence are very different things. Toxic confidence can come from a lack of self-doubt, reduced empathy, defensive behavior, or an overestimation of one's own abilities. Meanwhile, thoughtful people may question themselves more because they understand complexity. In many ways, self-awareness naturally brings humility. And sometimes the quietest voice in the room may actually be the one thinking the most deeply. Understanding these patterns can help us recognize the difference between genuine confidence and the illusion of it. Because true confidence isn't about dominating others. It's about understanding yourself. Subscribe to The Hidden Mind for more insights into psychology, human behavior, and the hidden patterns that shape the way we think, act, and interact.